we need some help over here. Somebody give me medical. Somebody give me medical. We need help over here. Someone give me help. Welcome to DB44 and welcome to the final episode of Adapt before our first pay-per-view Champions Clash. As always, I'm the voice of the GWA. I am Dalton Brock, and what a show we have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And what a way to kick us off. The following match is the International Championship qualifying match. And introducing first, Logan Paul. Logan Paul, the social media megastar, making his first appearance here in GWA and GWA Adapt. Logan Paul, known as the Maverick for the many businesses that he is a part of, the many businesses he owns, as well as his social media empire. Logan Paul looking to make an impact here in the GWA. Logan Paul looking to capture gold at Champions Clash, but tonight he'll have to get through Wesley to get there. And here comes his opponent, one of the most impressive people in the entirety of the GWA, that being Wesley. One of the most athletic people in the GWA as well. Can do things that your mind can't even comprehend. And his opponent, Wesley. Wesley, a man who has held multiple tag team championships in his career, has held singles titles in NXT as well at one point in the WWE. But tonight he is looking to make an impact in the GWA. He is looking to also punch his ticket to Champions Clash to fight to become the first ever international champion against Damian Priest. And there you see Wesley just taking in this moment with this capacity crowd, taking in the magnitude of this moment, realizes what this opportunity is, realizes this is his chance to capture gold if he can knock off Logan Paul here tonight. And the bell is about to ring. There you saw Logan Paul, and there you see Wesley. Let's get this match underway. First match of the go-home show, heading into Champions Clash. Wesley taking it to Logan Paul immediately, but Paul shutting him down, delivers some strikes of his own. Logan Paul, the clear weight advantage here. Logan Paul pushing the 200s. Wesley, clearly the smaller competitor in this match, but he has the experience over Logan Paul and has that speed and agility that Paul just doesn't possess. And here you see Logan Paul's amateur background coming into play, switching the headlock. Wesley's in trouble here. Logan Paul once a state champion in amateur wrestling. Now Wesley leapfrogging a Hurricane Rana from Wesley to Logan Paul. And Paul gonna take a moment to slide out of the ring there, catch his breath. But a Meteora from Wesley, meeting him when he slides back in a standing moonsault. Wesley on top of this match. And Logan Paul able to kick out at 0. And there's a kick from Wesley, a super kick now. Logan Paul doesn't know what's hitting him. And Wesley, I believe, was trying to go for a dive on Logan Paul there, had to stop himself. Realized Logan Paul was not even close to his landing zone. Now these two in a trade of strikes. Paul in a bad way here. That titanium reinforced right hand. It takes one punch, and this match is surely over, and Wesley is surely out like a light. And now Logan Paul with a big boot instead, saying forget the trade of strikes. Logan Paul just a big boot to the face of Wesley, and there's another one for good measure. Logan Paul just taking the moment to breathe, taking a moment just to catch his bearings after the blitz from Wesley. And Logan Paul lining something up here. Wesley not in a good way. Logan Paul off the ropes, a crossbody, springboard crossbody. But Wesley keeping up, catching Logan Paul in the act as Paul was trying to rip off that top turnbuckle. Wesley up to the top rope. Logan Paul now keeping up, punching that turnbuckle that he almost exposed. I believe that turnbuckle is hanging off a little bit. I think Paul kind of punched a metal piece of the ring there. I know that did not feel good for Logan Paul, and Wesley taking full advantage of it. Wesley's poison Rana from Lee. Now Wesley gonna say, see how it's done. There's that move that he was going for earlier. That senton. Modified senton, it looks like. Now Wesley looking to put this one away. Good night, Logan Paul. 1, 2. No, Logan Paul able to kick out at 2. Logan Paul, of all people, somehow still in this matchup. Now he's fighting back. There's that double leg roll up now. Wesley, shoulders down, and he kicks out at 1. Logan Paul almost stealing this one here. You gotta believe if he had just a little bit more forward pressure, Wesley would have been done. There's a vicious clothesline from Logan Paul. Wesley out on his feet right now. Not on his back right now, actually. Wesley not in a good way, and there's a picture-perfect drop kick from Logan Paul. Paul, and a splash to follow it up. Oh, Wesley kicking him in the head, though. Wesley, a man who has taken much more pain and punishment from people much bigger than Logan Paul, knows what it takes to be at the top. Wesley looking to make a name for himself in GWA, looking to do so at the expense of the megastar Logan Paul. And there's that shot from that steel reinforced hand. Logan Paul looked like it hit the kidneys that Wesley shut down his system for a minute. And that is all Logan Paul needed. That is all Logan Paul needed. Now Logan Paul going up to the top rope, and a splash from Paul. Middle rope splash from Paul. 2, and that's 3. Kidney shot from that steel reinforced hand. The referee can't say anything about it because technically it's a part of Logan Paul. And now we know it is Paul versus Damian Priest to crown the inaugural international champion at Champions Clash. Speaking of Damian Priest, he is in action in just a matter of moments. It's a chance to prove you belong here. It's your chance to go to Champions Clash, to become champion. Come on, Sami! Wake up! Go do this! Sami Zayn trying to suck himself up before his main event clash with John Cena, the winner of that, taking the final spot in the ladder match to crown the inaugural undisputed champion. And we have learned that that match will kick off our first ever pay-per-view Champions Clash, which will be the next video on this channel. The following match is set for one fall. And introducing first, the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest. More on that matchup later, but right now we have Damian Priest, the Archer of Infamy, taking on a man who attacked him last episode, in a parking lot before his match with Tony D'Angelo, in which Damian Priest still picked up the victory and is still going to Champions Clash to fight for the International Championship. Damian Priest requested this match with Channing Stacks Lorenzo, the underboss of Tony D'Angelo, the underboss of the family. And Priest is looking for payback here against Stacks. And Channing Stacks Lorenzo is in for a world of hurt from this man. And you gotta believe Logan Paul is watching this one closely. And here comes the underboss of the Tony D'Angelo family, Channing Stacks Lorenzo. And of course he's going to be accompanied by the Don himself, Tony D'Angelo. Channing Stacks Lorenzo, a very talented wrestler in that ring, knows what he's doing, and can very well walk out of this one with a huge upset victory. And his opponent, representing the family, and being accompanied by the Don, Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Channing Stacks Lorenzo, what an introduction from our ring announcer for the underboss. Like I said, Stacks could easily get an upset victory over Damian Priest here tonight. That could very well change the landscape of the International Championship division. There you see an angry Damian Priest looking to go after the man who attacked him from behind in a parking lot last episode and went for a super kick out of the gate, but Shannon stacks Lorenzo off the ropes. Had it scouted, clearly done the film study with the Don Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo went one-on-one with Damian Priest just a couple... Last episode, actually, never mind. Damian Priest went one-on-one with Tony D'Angelo last episode. And you gotta believe he taught Shannon Stacks Lorenzo everything he learned about Damian Priest, did the film study, and Stacks looking to soften up Damian Priest, looking to ensure that Damian Priest does not win that International Championship since Tony D'Angelo can't anymore. Priest able to roll out of the way, and now a clothesline. No! Shannon Stacks Lorenzo on it tonight. Damian Priest in a bad way. The underboss is making short work of Damian Priest here tonight. As of now, at least. Now cranking the neck at Damian Priest. Priest in a very bad way. And Tony D'Angelo on the outside of the ring just loving this right now. Loving seeing the man who spoiled his championship dreams get squashed like this by Stacks of all people. And a cross body from Stacks. And Priest rolling out of the ring, no other choice. But Stacks suicide dive through the ropes. Taking out Damian Priest, but Priest, a street fighter at heart, at home on the outside of the ring here. And is looking to start making a comeback here, but Stacks immediately shutting him back down. It's all about the family for Stacks and Tony D'Angelo, and they're proving that here tonight. They're taking out Damian Priest, defending each other, defending Tony D'Angelo's honor. At least in their eyes, even though they were the ones who jumped Damian Priest in the first place. And now the axe handle missing. Damian Priest catching with a punch to the gut, and Priest just fired up finally. This is the Damian Priest Logan Paul is going to have to deal with. And now, the big choke slam from Damian Priest. 1, 2, and a kick out somehow from Stacks. Not enough punishment done to Stacks just yet. And Priest looking to inflict more pain on the one who chose to kick out. Bell clap ringing in the ears of Stacks. Damian Priest just tossing him around like he's nothing. Now Priest gonna use that kickboxing experience and big forearm to the jaw of Stacks. Stacks being forced to roll out of the ring, trying to catch his bearings here, and a spear to the outside from Damian Priest, who's going to take the moment just to taunt, to get this crowd going again. And now we're back outside the ring. Priest was looking for these strikes again. And Stacks now just tossing him into the steps. Shutting down the momentum immediately. Shannon Stacks Lorenzo, what's he thinking here? How's he gonna continue the assault on Damian? Never mind. Ripping off the turnbuckle pad, exposing that steel buckle that Logan Paul punched just a match ago. And Damian Priest just dropping Stacks right on that thin padding that covers up a concrete floor. And referee now at 9. Tony D'Angelo screaming for Shannon Stacks Lorenzo to get back to his feet, but it is not enough. And Damian Priest picking up the victory here tonight. The momentum is swinging in the favor of Priest heading into championship. I don't exactly know what that was, but that's besides the point right now. John Cena making his entrance, the main event of the Go Home show, heading into our first pay-per-view Champions Clash. It is John Cena taking on Sami Zayn, the final spot, and that Undisputed Championship ladder match on the line. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The franchise player Cena making his way to the ring. The following match is set for one fall, and it is your main event of the evening. And it is an Undisputed Championship ladder match, qualifying match. And in the ring now is John Cena. John Cena, the man known as the franchise player. The man with the crowd behind him everywhere that he goes. John Cena looking to make his name here in the GWA, looking to punch his ticket to Champions Clash. And here comes his opponent, the man known as the ultimate underdog, the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn, looking to put on an underdog performance here tonight. And his opponent, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn or John Cena will join the four-way ladder match to crown the inaugural Undisputed Champion. It will be Gunther versus Rey Mysterio versus Sheamus versus either John Cena or Sami Zayn to kick off Champions Clash, our first pay-per-view, the next episode after this one. And you know Sami Zayn is looking to make a name for himself at the expense of John Cena. Zayn, like I said, looking to put on an underdog performance, and he's going to have to do that to go against a man who is known as Superman of pro wrestling. And now, without further ado, it is time to get into the final main event before Champions Clash. Let's get into it. John Cena, Sami Zayn, final spot at Champions Clash on the line. Here we go. And a lockup to start, but Sami Zayn coming out of the gate with an uppercut instead. Now John Cena gonna return fire with some strikes of his own. Sami Zayn coming back into it. And John Cena catching the boot from Zayn. And now a power bomb from Cena. John Cena showing a more aggressive side coming out of the gate in this match, trying to show respect. Sami Zayn not deciding to lock up with him. And I don't blame him. Spot at Champions Clash on the line. A spot where you can fight for the World Heavyweight Championship of this brand. The Undisputed Championship. Who wouldn't put everything on the line for that? Who wouldn't take a couple shortcuts to get there? John Cena proving my point off the top rope like he rarely does. Now Cena getting the crowd back into this match. Sami Zayn trying to pull himself together in the corner, but eating a clothesline from Cena's massive arms instead. And a roll up from Sami Zayn. Roll up from Sami Zayn. Referee taking 10 years to get to the cover. That would have been Sami Zayn's match. You have to believe that. That was a 3 count and the referee knows it. Referee took 10 years to get into that cover. Despicable. Sami Zayn should have gone to Champions Clash right now. John Cena able to kick out. Has been given new life in this match by that referee. And now Sami Zayn being hung up in the ropes by Cena. Like I said, a more aggressive John Cena now. Wrenching the neck of Sami Zayn. Almost like he's trying to rip it off of him. And now Zayn choosing the wrong time to roll out of the ring. Now he's out there with a vicious John Cena, who delivers a belly-to-belly on that thin padding. We saw what it did to Channing Stacks Lorenzo 1 match ago. That thin padding is just a concrete floor with a 1-inch mat on top. That is a not comfortable landing. And Sami Zayn just took it like a champ and delivers a clothesline to Cena. Off the middle rope now, springboard DDT, spiking John Cena. This one might be over. Might be the beginning of the end, but Cena fighting back now, delivering a clothesline. John Cena and Sami Zayn back and forth we go. Zayn now gonna have some more momentum in his corner. Delivering a brain buster to Cena. And a kick to the spine. Sami Zayn now firing up, clothesline. Oh, off the ropes. And there's that drop kick, that mistletoe drop kick from Zayn. He is fired up. He is feeling this moment. He is feeling the magnitude. Blue Thunder Bomb from Sami Zayn. Is it enough? 2 and a kick out by Cena. I am out of breath right now. Zayn now realizes where Cena is. Haluwa kick incoming. And it connects. Cena's done. Cena is done. 2 and a kick out by Super Cena. The referee finally getting into this cover in time. I can't even dog on the referee right now. He did his job that time. And a swanton bomb from Sami Zayn. 1, 2. The nail in the coffin. Sami Zayn is going to Champions Clash. Do you believe in miracles? Sami Zayn taking that last spot in that ladder match. It will be Gunther, Sami Zayn, Rey Mysterio, and Sheamus fighting to become undisputed champion. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave feedback. God bless you all, and as always, Jesus loves you. Peace.